Well, with a limited amount of retail bookstores here in the borough of the Bronx, the Norwood Community Library is allowing people to pick from a selection of books for free. Here now to tell us more is the founder of the Norwood Community Library, Brandon Montes. And Brandon, good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, great. And so we talk about Norwood. Obviously, a lot of great things happening in Norwood, and one of those are the Norwood Community Library. So give us a little bit of history of the Norwood Community Library.
Certainly. Well, I started it in October of this year, rather August of this year, and essentially I take book donations from friends of the family, or anyone who hears about our project, and I put somewhere between 5 and 15 books every weekend between Bainbridge and Wayne Avenue on Gun Hill Road. And it's been a lot of fun, actually. I've also posted up quotes from poets from the Bronx in the neighborhood. You know, being civically engaged is important to me, and also empowering my community is important to me. So that's why I'm putting out free books for the people.
So when we talk about books and libraries, first of all, in New York City, we know the public library system is very challenged. Your thoughts on just where we are with libraries today?
Well, thankfully we have these resources that are for free for the people, but they're closed on Sundays, and also we don't have a independent bookstore in the Bronx, and to me that seemed almost systemic, and so since being engaged with my community is important to me, and I thought I'd rather see what we could do to help this.
Give us a little bit about Take a Book, Leave a Book.
Well, I've seen this in other neighborhoods, and I thought we in the Bronx deserve a literary community. We can have nice things too,
Right.
and it seemed like a fun way to get the neighborhood reading. I also gave away about 27 copies of 1984 back in November, and I plan to do the same thing with The Alchemist in the spring.
So when somebody asks you, what is Take a Book, Leave a Book, how would you explain it?
I'd say anyone in the neighborhood or in the Bronx is welcome to place a book in the crate or take a book in the crate, and they could bring it back later, or they could take it home with them, give it to their family. If they have extra books in the home, they're free to donate that as well.
So when we talk about books altogether, right?
Yeah.
We know that there are ebooks now. We know that there's a lot of online information that you can get. The dearth of books, if you will, is not always as popular as it's been. But yet and still, I think you have still got your hands on the pulse to say, listen, there's a lot of people out there who still read books and still are very much interested in books. What would you say to people who said that, interest in quote unquote books has gone down?
Well, to that I would say book sales are up since 2013, actually. And, this is more about getting information out to the people. There a lot, books may not have the interest that they do in the past, but I think it's important to get people reading, to get people thinking about the community or the society they want in the future. And so I'm just trying to help that narrative.
For people who want more information, what do they do?
They can follow us at Norwood Community Library on Instagram, or they can email us at norwoodcommunitylibrary@gmail.com.
And so here we go. It's established in 2018, and you've been doing this on the weekend in East Gun Hill Road. Now, if somebody wants to get these books or leave a book, where are they going?
They're going on Gun Hill Road between Wayne and Bainbridge Avenue every weekend.
From what time to what time?
That varies. I usually take it down around sunset, but usually around 9 or 10 a.m. it's out there, depending on weather as well. Like if it's raining, you won't see the crate out.
What response have you gotten from the community in this?
Some people are really inspired. Some people are refreshed to see something positive in the neighborhood. Part of the Bronx identity is associated with crime and something like that. So this is something positive for our neighborhood, and I've been happy to share that with everyone that wants to take part.
So people who want more information, of course, you can check out on Instagram, Norwood Community Library, and you can email Brandon at brandonrmontes@gmail.com and find out more about the Norwood Community Library. So 2019 is upon us. I've been asking everybody, what's your plans for the new year as far as the Norwood Community Library is concerned?
Well, I am going to be giving away copies of The Alchemist in the spring, and I'll be out there for a few hours. I also am hoping to have a children's reading event at some point, celebrating reading, and perhaps there'll be different surprises. I want to try to inspire another generation of readers.
Well, Brandon, thank you for the great work you're doing.
Thank you.
And the community, keep up the great work.
I really appreciate that.
All righty, Brandon Montes, our guest here from the Norwood Community Library. As you said, check him out on Instagram, all those social media places. But most of all, if you have an opportunity to bring a book, come on and bring a book. If you want to take a book, but make sure you leave one.
Yes.
As well as we all understand, reading is not just fundamental, it is necessary today. So thanks for the great work that you're doing, Brandon.
Thank you.
Taking a quick break. We've got more open. Stay with us. We'll come right back right after this.